So if you want to intro yourself.
Hi, I'm Bela Gandhi, relationship expert and founder of Smart Dating Academy. So excited to be here with you today to talk about Valentine's Day and answer any and all of your questions. So fire away.
All right, so why don't we just get started? What are some good ideas for Valentine's Day for couples, maybe in unconventional relationships, maybe long distance or, recently started out?
So my first tip, Valentine's Day can be love it or hate it for people. It's very polarizing, but your safe bet always, if you're part of a couple, is to acknowledge it. Buy something small, go out. So good ideas for dates. Do something fun. If you've been together for a long time, doing something out of the ordinary instead of going to the same old neighborhood restaurant, which is lovely and wonderful and comfortable. But studies show that when you do something new, you build a little adrenaline and you kind of ramp up that attraction to each other. So try something new, maybe a dance lesson. You've got time, you've got a couple days, plan something fun for you and your partner. And if you're single and you're looking to just kind of feel good around Valentine's Day, grab a bunch of your pals. If you know you're going to be sad sitting home alone watching Netflix, don't do that. Get a bunch of people together and go out and celebrate yourselves. Or if you're more of an introvert and want to be on your own, treat yourself to something good. Give to yourself.
What is the best relationship advice someone else has given you?
Be kinder to each other than necessary. So sit on the bad feelings, express the bad feelings in a good way, but every day look for what's good and try to say 5 specific kind, nice things to each other every day. I've been married for a long time and have 2 kids, so I can tell you this is tried and true, tested advice. Our brains tend to skew more negative, especially for women, and especially as the years go on in a relationship, and we tend to look for what's not right. Instead, really focus and become conscious of looking for what's good and tell your partner what's good. Don't focus on all the bad stuff. Those are conversations for later.
How important is it to have dating routines and things for couples?
It's really important. You want to have a date night, but not, again, same old date night week after week. What I want you to do to change things up a little bit, have a date night agenda, okay? Create a list. This is what we're going to talk about tonight. For 2019, what are 10 great places we want to go together? Always have an agenda for your date night so it becomes a more memorable experience instead of talking about the minutia, complaining about work, talking about the kids, what needs to be done, task list for that week. It doesn't feel like a date night then. It feels like a to-do list. Have a to-do list, but it's a good, fun agenda for the evening. You won't be sorry.
Kathy says, today is our 8-year wedding anniversary.
Yay, Kathy! Congratulations.
How do you recommend celebrating on a minimum budget?
You know what? Do anything. I don't know where you're based, Kathy. If you can, grab a hot chocolate, go out for a walk, go grab a glass of wine. Do something that you can afford but feels really good to you, where the two of you enjoy the environment and you can spend time together. And that might just be in your living room and cooking a nice dinner for each other at home with your favorite glass of something. So do whatever feels. Think about what would make you really happy. Close your eyes and then do just that.
Dawn says her husband passed away and Valentine's Day is usually really sad. How do you honor someone's memory?
Do what makes, again, treat yourself. Honoring this person's memory is something that I'm sure that you do, Dawn, every single minute of every single day. So do something that's going to bring a smile to your face and bring out the good memories and put you in a good place, because that's what he would have wanted. He would have wanted you to be happy today.
Erin's from Kansas, and she's trying to figure out some advice for dating over 50. Are there any websites she should look at, or any advice you would give?
There are sites that are geared for singles over 50. I don't love them, to be honest. I would go mainstream. I like sites and apps with big denominators. So if you're in Kansas, maybe try a big site like Match or eHarmony, or an app like Bumble or Hinge or Tinder. They're all different. I could spend an hour long on Facebook Live just telling you about the differences between all the sites and the apps, but definitely get yourself out there. There are 110 million singles in this country. It's 45% of the adult population, right? Almost half of Americans are single. So if you think you're the last single person in America watching this, you are not. And for singles over 50, 35 million of them. So rub your hands together and know that the lid to your pot is out there. There's so many fish in the sea. Get excited to find that love.
A couple of people are wondering if they're the more emotional person in the relationship, what's a good balance to celebrate Valentine's Day with someone who's not as, romantic or like emotional?
You do you, okay? And you do whatever it is would make you feel good, and knowing what your partner likes as well. So try to meet at that point in the middle. And if you're the more emotional one and you want some more acknowledgement, is kind of what I'm hearing through these comments, tell your partner what would make you happy. Be specific. Like, I'd really like you to write me a nice card telling me the 10 things you love most about me. Give them a prompt, because it's not that they're not emotional, they just show their love in a different way than you might want to receive it.
How do you get someone out there who's trying to, get back into dating, maybe try blind dates? What advice would you give someone?
You mean somebody who wants to go out on a blind date?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if it's a blind date, online dating is like one massive blind date, right? So if your friends and family are looking to set you up, that's awesome. Approach the date with what I call psychotic optimism, that be hopeful, be excited about it, but be easy breezy. And the best thing to do when you're going on any date, blind date, online date, is look for what's good in the person. Instead of sitting back and kind of going, okay, I want to find what's wrong with this person. Where are they lying? Put all of that to the side. Always trust your gut, but look for 3 good things that you like about this person. It's going to put you in a positive frame of mind, which will also, that person will receive that, and you're going to build more attraction, because they're going to feel like, ooh, I think she or he kind of likes me. I'm feeling good about this. So do these things and you'll definitely have a good first date.
And people are asking, what are you doing for Valentine's Day?
That's a great question. I live in Chicago, so on Valentine's Day, after we see who Hannah's actually going to go out with, if you watch GMA today, we had 4 amazing bachelors that Hannah's going to go out on dates with this evening, and tomorrow we're going to show who each of her friends picked, who I picked, and then ultimately who Hannah's going to pick, and then I'm going to fly home, and I think I'm going to make a heart-shaped pizza for my husband and my 2 kids that are 15 and 11, and we're going to spend Valentine's Day together at home.
Yeah, what advice do you have for celebrating Valentine's Day as a family?
I love Valentine's Day as a family. I love my husband. I love my 2 kids. So we've done it both ways. Sometimes we'll do something together with the kids, and then we'll have a sitter, and then my husband Andy and I will go out in the evening. Or sometimes we just make it a big group date, because now our kids are at easier ages to take out. They're 15 and 11. So you can do something that puts a smile on everyone's face. For my kids, I've literally cut the heart-shaped pizza before, made them cute little placemats, just to acknowledge that I love you and you are my Valentine's every single day.
What if you have a relationship where, things are kind of rocky, you might be separated? Do you have any advice for those kind of couples?
That's a tough one. Do the best that you can to focus on what's good today, especially if you're in one of those rocky times. If you do choose to spend the day together, choose to leave the negativity and the issues off the table as much as you can, and try to recall what brought you together. Where is that attraction? What are the good parts about what's still keeping you in this relationship, and focus on that for Valentine's Day.
What do you think is one of the biggest misconceptions of Valentine's Day?
I think people, like I said, they love it or they hate it. It's about a 50-50 split. The misconception is it's a Hallmark holiday, right? I tend to love it. I love any day that you can acknowledge someone that you love with a word of affirmation, with a letter, maybe with a little gift. So I love Valentine's Day. I kind of feel like 365 days a year should be Valentine's Day. Always look for what you love in people and tell them, because putting more love out in the world makes the world a better place.
Awesome. Anything else you want to add?
2019, if you're out there dating, like I said, almost half of American adults are single. I'm telling you that by listening to this Facebook Live, I want you to adopt my philosophy of what I call psychotic optimism. It's knowing that love is going to come to you. It's a when, it's not an if. Get that word if off the table. Say, I know he or I know she is going to come to me, and all I have to do is date like heck until I find this person. And tell yourself, this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. I might have to kiss a lot of frogs or frogettes to get there, but I am in it to win it. I am not in it just for 1 minute. I'm gonna find love and make this a planful, conscious strategy. Keep following me on Instagram if you want. I post a lot of information and inspiration about keeping yourself up and positive at Smart Dating Academy. So I'd love to see you all there. Mwah.